There it is. Welcome to the Buttercut Podcast, part of the MWBK Creative Podcast Network. Let's turn this shit down. Slow but steady, though. That's how we do it. What's up, Pete?
What's going on?
It's not just Pete, though.
No, we have a special guest today. In light of, big FedEx, playoffs about to start, a couple of things happening.
So Mitch is so hot right now.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say.
He's carrying it over into golf. So we're going to let him on. He's going to pick some winners for the Wyndham this weekend. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we got a guy, Mitch's Can't Miss, who's a frequent contributor to the Titan High podcast, which is on Backdoor Cover.
That's right.
And his record it's undisputable. He's on an absolute heater right now of all heaters. So
he's crushing baseball, but he's not discriminate. He likes every sport,
and
including non-sports, really.
Mitch, what do they tell you? When you're on a fucking heater at the craps table, you never fucking leave, right?
Let's roll, baby.
Exactly. Let's just
give me the dice.
Yeah, you keep firing that dice.
Absolutely.
So we've
nice
got
to be here.
You're welcome.
Miss Mitch.
Yeah,
our first guest.
Yeah, big.
It's a hot episode right here. We're coming to you guys late. You guys have figured it out already. Q2, the close of Q2, it was hectic.
Very hectic.
People got to work.
Yeah.
So it messed up our recording schedule. But you know what? We're still here. We're going to give you a little mini episode. We're going to talk a little bit about the WGC last week. We're going to talk a little bit about the Wyndham. We're going to cover a few little pieces of news and notes. And then next week, we're coming hard with a full episode about the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Next week, we got a big FedEx episode. But yeah, we can recap what went on, a little bit about this week, and a couple of gambling extras.
Beautiful. Before we get into it, please subscribe, rate, review, tell your friends, tell your family.
Yep.
You're doing us a great service. We appreciate it. You guys have all done great work so far.
Yeah, we've got a couple of great reviews on there.
So I've got a couple of great reviews for you guys. I got some. They're so good that I'm going to have to read them.
No, I'm going to let you read out one. That's all you get.
I only get one?
Yeah, I don't like tooting our own horn here.
Okay.
That's not what we're about.
So there's one that's by Slong Dong Fat Bong that's real short that I didn't really quite follow, and then there's one that's nice and considerate from Bill Cole.
Okay, go for it.
Will you let me do both?
Okay, I'll let you do both.
Okay, so let's start with the comedy.
Yeah.
Slong Dong Fat Bong. His headline is Golf Yeet Gods.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what yeet is?
No, yeet. Hang on. So I don't know what it is. I work with a lot of young people, and I hear the word a lot.
I had to look it up on Google.
I have no idea what it is.
Urban Dictionary tells me that it's a way to hype music or dancing. You say yeet. It's an expression of excitement.
Like the spelling bee. Can you use it in a sentence?
I don't think so.
Can you give me an example of when you would say it?
Skrillex yeet? I don't know. I'm about to yak. I don't know how to yeet.
Could you say, do you say Skrillex is yeet?
It's a descriptor.
Is it a verb?
Yeah, It describes things.
Okay.
Slong Dong Fat Bong, his review is yeet best, yeet golf, yeet podcast, yeet out there, yeet there, yeet, period, space, yeet. So I think
this guy knows what
he's
knows
hyping
what
shit. He's like Flava Flav,
right.
And he's hyping our shit.
All right.
So that's it. That's Slong Dong Fat Bong. Then Bill Cole, a very considerate, nice message here. His headline, very enjoyable, a must listen. He says, love this podcast. Very easy listening for those golf fans out there.
Yeah.
Great knowledge, storytelling, and it's clear both hosts have a good time as they bounce stuff off each other very well. Yeah. All around good fun. I listened to this with my granny, and she loved it. She's an old one with a gammy leg now, but she used to play pro golf back in the day. What is a gammy leg?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Sorry. I think I know.
Is this Shane Lowry's grandmother?
No. I'm 99% sure that I know who left this review.
I'm sorry that we told you to tell your grandmother to listen.
That's hilarious. A gammy leg. I've got the old gammy leg and a gammy eye. That's an Irish joke. I think it's one of my Irish mates, and that's fucking hilarious.
Bill Cole, we love you. Thank you for the...
Is it Bill Cole or is it Bill Cullen?
Well, it's Cull.
Yeah, he meant to put Cullen.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bill Cullen. Okay, okay, I know exactly who that is. It's one of my mates who actually texted me after listening to it, and he was like, "Yeah, I love listening to it." So.
Shouts to Bill. What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
the gammy eye and the gammy leg.
That's just two good ones, man. We got tons of good ones. I just want to say really quickly, thank you so much to all of you who have told people about this, who have subscribed, who have rated, who have listened, who have reviewed. Thank you. You are making this podcast happen. Let's get it. You ready?
Yeah, what we got?
We're on to the FedEx St. Jude recap. Just your general thoughts, because I know you have thoughts about Rory. I know you have thoughts about how this whole thing played out.
So Rory had the lead by 1 gone in Sunday. Here's my first thought on it was it would have been the most fucking Rory win of all time, right? Going into the Open, I was harping on about Rory's was going to miss the cut, right? Too much pressure. And again, I sound very harsh when I say this. And I'm not trying to be a Rory hater. That's not what I do. I think Rory McIlroy is one of my favourite guys to watch, and I love watching Rory McIlroy. I want him to win. What I'm saying is there are certain times when I'm comparing him to the elites, right? To the Koepkas, to the Tiger Woods.
To the people in the same class as him.
Right, exactly, right? And he's not there when it comes to pressure situations. He doesn't handle it like the other guys does, and it's just very obvious. It's plain and simple.
This is why I'm surprised by your take, because this would be a pressured-filled situation, and you're surprised.
It was the complete. Well, here's what I'm saying is, it was not a surprise to me that he was in the lead. The tournament,
right?
Because it was the least fucking pressurized WGC tournament ever. It was the week after the Open. No one gave a fuck about it. Right. It was in Memphis. Where the fuck is Memphis? It was in TPC Southwind, shit golf course that hosted a regular PGA Tour events. No one cared about it. Tiger wasn't there. Shane, the Open champ, didn't even go. It was a very irrelevant. It was the most irrelevant World Golf Championship outside of the one in China.
But what I was expecting was, I thought you were saying the Sunday specific part of it was not part of it.
No, I'll get to that, right?
Now I wasn't following.
And that leads into my take, right?
Okay, let's go.
It's that it was an irrelevant first 3 rounds.
Right.
And it was, surprise, surprise, Rory's leading. When no one gives a shit. I didn't even watch it. I kind of watched the highlights. I think I watched it a little bit on Saturday. But it was just one of those things. It wasn't interesting to me. And shocker, Rory was in the lead. When no one really gave a shit. And then, here's what happened. Rory's in the lead by 1 from Koepka. The first time there's a little bit of pressure on him now. Koepka and him in the final group, everything on the line. What happens?
See, this makes perfect sense. See, what I thought you were saying was that this wasn't a pressure-filled situation going into Sunday with Koepka one off him.
It wasn't a pressure situation until it got to Sunday.
Okay, so you weren't writing him off. I thought you were like writing this one off as okay.
No, I'm saying that.
Because this one's a mark against him. Like, it's another mark against him not being up to the pressure.
Brad, 100% it is. And it's, again, the pressure wasn't on, and he shot a 62 on Saturday, and he took the lead all nice and happy, and everything was great, and he was playing really well.
People really hyped that final matchup, too. They had never played together on Sunday.
And he was holding Lola putts, and then pressure comes on. Brooks Koepka shows up to the golf course 40 minutes before his tee time. The commentators, did you see this, Mitch?
How did you do that, by the way?
Here's what's funny.
He stretches in his hotel room.
No, I mean every fucking tour pro when they wake up stretch first. That's not a rare thing. They all still get there like an hour 15 before, right? Here's the funny thing though.
He doesn't go to the range.
No, he does.
He said he didn't even need to on Sunday.
He didn't need to.
Right.
There's a difference. He did go.
He did go, but he didn't need to.
Imagine if he didn't go. Like, it'd be even more fucking hoopla about it. But here's what's funny about what he said. I can relate to this so much, right? So when he said that he didn't need to go to the range because it was Sunday, the amount of times, so playing in events, and now obviously different level, but playing in a mini tour event, and I'm going into round 4, right? Which fucking didn't happen a lot because I missed a lot of cuts. But anyway, you do make a cut, and you're going into round 4. And he said this in his interview. He's like, why do I need to get there? He's like, firstly, I don't feel great, right? The body's sore. Why do I want to waste energy on the range? Man, when it got to the 4th round in a tour event, you're fucking in agony.
You're beat down.
Your body just fucking hurts. And how much better shape
are you walking at most of those events?
Yeah, you have
to walk at every.
Yeah, you have to walk every single one,
right?
And how much better shape is Koepka in than I am, right? So I remember waking up on round 4, and you wake up and you go, "Oh Jesus, I have to play again." Because here's the thing: you've played 2 practice rounds, then you've grinded
6 in a row,
then you've grinded your fucking hole off, and mentally the grind to get to the place you're in through rounds 1, 2, and 3. Then it's finally the last round. So it was always fun. It's funny what he said, that he only needs 40 minutes. I need an hour, right? I need to get there an hour before every day. It's just an hour is fine. But on Sunday, if I showed up 40 minutes before, I was always like, yeah, it's fine. You don't need to hit that many balls. Because he was like, I've just been playing for fucking 4 days in a row.
Yeah, you're well oiled.
Yeah, why do I need to hit that many balls? And he's right, you don't.
It's deja vu out there. It's the same holes, it's the same course.
The exact same thing. I went through the exact same thing. You only need to hit like realistically, you need 10 swings on the range.
The thing is, he took that thought process to the extreme.
Well, he's taken that thought process from the mini tour to the fucking US Open.
And then times it like 5.
And he's winning it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's taken what the average mini tour guy or even the average kind of guy who's playing a load of golf, and he's bringing that mentality to the fucking PGA Tour, to a major championship, which is incredible.
Brutal. I would describe it as brutal.
It's just the talent level to do that, to not give a shit.
So I got a question around this, though, because, all right, that's during game time, but what about off season? This guy has got to put in a shit ton of prep work.
No.
Nothing.
No, not in his
Same
game,
thing.
really.
He's just partying.
Well, no.
Not that either.
No, he's not partying. Listen, he's relaxing, he's enjoying himself. He works out
I think
lot.
he's lifting a lot of weight.
He lifts a lot. He's in the gym constantly, so he's in great shape.
Yeah, he looks svelte.
Yeah, he just doesn't play a lot of golf, like, you know, in his off time. He's not really playing a lot of golf in his off time. So yeah, that was my take on the Rory thing. So yeah, it was when it got to Sunday, Brad, it really wasn't surprising that the first big thing, he didn't hold any putts. That's the major
Who's
thing.
he, Rory?
Rory. When the push comes to shove, all of a sudden the putts start missing, right? And who makes the putts?
Brooks led the whole tournament.
Never ever looked like he was going to miss, and it was just on automatic. And here's the other thing, right? When you're watching it, and when you're on TV, right, and McIlroy is 12 feet, Koepka is 14 feet,
right,
and you're watching on TV, the viewers, they know that Koepka is going to make it, and the viewers know that McIlroy is going to miss.
Yeah.
How do you think McIlroy feels and Koepka? Like, if the viewers know...
Koepka doesn't know, and McIlroy knows way too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If the viewers know when they're watching it, how do you think the players feel in that situation, you know?
The thing about all of this, though, is when Koepka does start to misfire, I feel like because of these habits that he's formed with, like, preparation and, like, off-season practice...
To haunt him?
Man, like, you don't bounce back that easily unless you really grind.
No.
And I can't say that he doesn't grind. I'm sure that he does, but
no, I don't think he does. But no, you're right in that.
But you said it yourself, like he's going to be retired in like 3 years. 5, 10, whatever.
I can see him. I just can't see him playing when he's like 50. I see him playing up until he's, early 40s, mid 40s, and then going.
When his physical prowess is done, that's it.
I've had enough of this kind of shit. But you're right in saying that. It's that when things go bad, you need to get back to
shit goes real bad in golf, and it's in your brain, and shit gets fucked up, and you got to put a lot of time in to fix that.
No, Brad, you're 100% right. Here's the thing, though. I don't know if we've seen anyone really like Koepka at this level, and what I mean by that is someone that seems to not give a fuck as much as him. Be at the level of winning majors every single time. Like, everyone that has done what he's doing has been a complete golf freak and golf nerd and does nothing but eat, sleep golf. Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Tom Watson, all these guys, right? They want nothing.
David Kite.
Right. They want nothing but golf. Koepka doesn't really... He's the first one that has that attitude and is at their level.
He's an evolution of Dustin Johnson.
Yeah.
It's,
right? He's
just closed the deal.
He's a better version of DJ. Yeah.
He's a wet blanket, very calm, very even demeanor.
It's a little smarter, little less dumb, little...
But even the dumbness, it's just the very little charisma, like very little like, hey, I hold my ball up because I made it in the hole.
I don't really fucking care. If there are 2 people or 1,000 people here, doesn't make a fucking difference to me.
You're all peasants.
Yeah. The thing that I've been kind of paying attention to a little bit is Lee Westwood at the moment. I don't know why. Because
I love Lee Westwood. You don't like him?
Is he still playing on the senior tour?
No.
Where is he?
He was in contention in the Open last
Where is he?
2 weeks ago.
He's playing on the European tour. I fucking hate Lee Westwood.
What do you hate about him?
Oh, he's just an inherent, he's just a liar.
Is he inherently English?
He's inherently English, and all those inherently English people are inherent losers. And
I've heard this speech before, and I love it. It's so good.
It's just they're never going to win these big events. And Lee Westwood lies to himself And I know he's lying to himself, and I can see him lying
Where
to
he's
himself.
talking about how he didn't care, and he's got his wife on the bag, or his second wife on the bag, or whatever.
He said, "I feel like I'm the most dangerous golfer because I don't give a shit." That's absolute nonsense. You don't give a shit. You're missing 18 inches. You're not hitting the hole when it matters from a foot and a half. Try to tell me that you don't care. That's complete horseshit. He's trying to get in a mental state.
He's trying to change things because he's been in the same situation for so long where he's a great ball striker and can't close.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. I can commend him trying to do it.
Certainly.
And if you say it outwardly enough, eventually at some point you might end up believing it, right? That's one of the
ideas,
sports psychologist kind of tricks that you played yourself. But listen, Lee, no one fucking buys that. No one buys that he doesn't give a fuck. He cares more than anyone about his golf game, the state of his golf game, and the fact that he says that he doesn't give a shit, but yet he can't get in the hole from 2 feet.
Right.
And
it shows. When the pressure is truly on and it's a routine deal, it doesn't translate.
So anyway, to get back to the Sunday, I wasn't surprised that Rory did what he did.
So Rory shoots 1 over, Brooks shoots 5 under.
Did Rory have a birdie even? I don't even know if he had made 1 birdie.
Let me check real quick.
I think he made like fucking 17 pars and 1 bogey. But I just think, it wasn't surprising. Brooks was going to birdie all the par 5s. He was going to hit it stiff, maybe 1 or 2 at a times. He was going to make all the 6-footers for par, kind of like what Tiger did when Tiger was in his day. Take care of all the par 5s, make all the 6 to 8 footers for par, and hit it close 1 other time.
Rory birdied the 14th par 3 and then bogeyed the 12th par 4 and the 15th par 4.
So he had 2 bogeys, 1
birdie.
Yeah, I mean
in the Sunday round.
In a Sunday round on a golf course that was giving up loads of birdies.
While he watched Brooks lap his ass.
Exactly. So, that's my recap of that.
See, I thought you were coming in here like making excuses for Rory, and I was so shocked. And then you righted the sails. You righted the ship. You were just setting the stage.
The other thing that I would like to touch on.
Okay.
We briefly mentioned it in the.
Was that a White Claw?
Yeah, that was a White Claw.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
We briefly mentioned it in the Backdoor Cover podcast. That
We're talking about Thoroughbone?
Yeah, the Danish porn star.
He got arrested on Monday.
Thorbjorn Olsen. Well, he got arrested this morning.
Thoughts and prayers, baby.
So I had a question around this.
Yeah.
If she was awake, would she be open to it? And do we know what she looks like?
See, but
those are
she
2
wasn't.
very important.
Yeah, she wasn't awake.
Would she have said yes?
Sorry. I like that Brad just instantly just went, you see, here's the thing. She wasn't awake. So
and then he proceeded to piss in the
he pissed in the aisle.
What about the law of being in international waters?
Yeah,
don't the laws don't apply?
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah,
hey,
100%.
I got something for you guys though.
Yeah, there's no authority.
That's why he played it that weekend. No,
I'm really glad I brought this up because if you can piss in the aisle of an airplane with 300 plus people, you got
he's in first class.
Ice blood. You got ice in your veins. Like there's no stage fright.
No, that was Ambien in his blood.
Yes,
in his veins.
And I'm very impressed. Yeah. I could never piss in an aisle. Like I would sit there and I could just like.
You'd be scared.
I'd be holding it. I'd be like, eh.
Yeah, but if you're blacked out on fucking,
I'm not performing. There's no way I'm pissing in the aisle.
I think
he's making 2 foot putts. That's what I'm saying.
What I was saying earlier, what the thoughts that I had run through my head of that, the Wolf of Wall Street memes that were going around, him shouting Hilfa, Hilfa, and thinking of Ian Poulter trying to fucking go over and corral him in, while he's just fucking,
Okay, wait, real quick for those of you who have not heard this news yet. Olsen was arrested at Hawthorne Airport in London.
No, he was arrested Heathrow.
I can't read quite good. Yep. Heathrow Airport in London after allegedly sexually assaulting a woman while she slept on board the flight from Tennessee to London following the WGC St. Jude.
I love how multiple news sources use the word molested. Like molested as if this woman was
sounds worse.
It's under the age of 18.
Right. Molested is pedophile.
Yeah, he's not a pedophile.
I feel like molesting is one step below assault. Because like you're just like fondling. You're not like
No,
But call it fondling.
No, I think molesting is way worse.
It's
Really?
so-
Yeah, I hear molesting.
Yes.
I hear he was touching like a
well,
12-year-old
You
kid.
use that word for somebody who's not capable of defending themselves, which a sleeping woman would be.
Oh, you see, I get
like
that
a
now.
12-year-old girl or
Yeah.
a sleeping
Okay.
human being.
Okay.
You see that now that makes sense.
Yeah.
You just changed my world.
Now
there with
it's
that.
molesting.
Yeah, now it's molesting because they weren't.
What if
Hey.
she came back? Hold on, let's just do a hypothetical.
Yeah,
here,
I
okay?
like
All right,
this
please.
hypothetical.
So let's just say they're at a bar, they get going, they're both fucking
I love where this is going.
cocked out of their mind. This lady, she comes back to his hotel room, and the intent is there, right? You
Yeah.
come back to the hotel room, we're fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, but then she falls. You're in the middle. She falls asleep, but maybe she's not asleep. She's kind of moaning and groaning.
Are you saying that?
Is that molesting? Is that molesting? If she's sleeping midway, like 'cause
That's
she consented. She consented to come back.
No,
See,
that
I
is
feel
worse.
I feel like we're in the international waters territory.
That's
here
right.
In this, we're in the kind of
Hey,
we're in the Bermuda Triangle of
here's
stuff
what we
that I
should
don't know
really
the
say,
answers.
though. Here's what we should really say. Thorbone's a great motherfucker.
Thorburn.
You love him. He's
I
your
love
boy.
him. He was
on Ambien and he had been drinking. He had been in 3 different time zones.
No. Listen. Yeah.
We're not poking fun at him.
No.
We're just saying
If anyone that knows me knows how much I love Thorbjorn Olsen.
He's the man,
He's an
right?
absolute fucking champ. Partied with him a bunch of times here in Austin.
how many times did he fondle a sleep girl?
Never.
That's what I'm
he
talking
was
about.
Literally, he's the nicest, one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. Is so polite, nothing but smiles constantly.
A happy person.
Yeah, ripping heaters and drinking champagne in the club.
My
Just
type
the
of guy.
buying
ideal
everything.
human.
The nicest person you'll ever meet.
And we're not making excuses for him. We're just saying
Ambien does
generally
Ambien does fucking
It does that.
mental
turns you
things
into
to
a
people.
zombie.
Yeah.
Especially if you start drinking on it.
it's one step
complete
above
nonsense.
bath salts.
If
Right.
you don't sleep on Ambien,
Oh yeah,
you like start
and
hallucinating.
and yeah, the high is ridiculous. So
Big pharma.
Let me give you guys a couple quotes. Scotland Yard confirmed that a 29-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of sexual assault, being drunk on board an aircraft, and finally, he failed to comply with the orders of the cabin crew. Officials say Olsen was a drunken menace on the flight, screaming at passengers and acting like a moron.
yeah, so listen, you obviously
Not great.
No, listen, you don't condone it, and he did. Here's the thing: I think he'll come out of this. He was on Ambien. He wasn't himself. He'll apologize. He'll pay whatever fine he has to pay. Hopefully,
Here's the lesson.
Hopefully he'll get out of it. He'll probably get a suspension of some kind from the European Tour, the PGA Tour. It'll all be fine, and he'll do his time, and then he'll come back better and stronger
And win the Masters.
Well, yeah,
Because he's a fucking badass.
No, he's good. He's a top 50 player in the world. He's good enough to win the Masters.
He's got a great swing.
He's got an unbelievable golf swing, and he's played Ryder Cup for Europe before. He'll play on way more Ryder Cup teams. He'll win again. And here's the thing that's on his side, right? What I was saying earlier. It's not like this is a team sport where the Ray Rice thing. Ray Rice can never play again. No team will pick him up
Because they'd be representing him.
they're representing him. Every golfer represents himself. He'll do his time, he'll pay his fine, he'll do a suspension, and then he'll come back and he'll get into the events that he gets into because he's good enough, and he'll win, and he'll do very well, and everyone gets a second chance.
Here's the moral of the story, kids. If you're a kid. If you're an 80-year-old Grammy with a one leg that used to be a pro golfer,
As a cameo.
you probably already know this rule. But just know, if you're doing some sort of substance that makes you lose your fucking mind in public, you are
don't do it
at
on a
risk
plane.
for some bad shit. You have to be in control.
His intent, though, he took that Ambien to go to bed.
Yeah.
That was his intent.
Except that he was with fucking Donnie and fucking...
Who's Donnie?
Fucking Wolf of Wall Street, Donnie and
He was
fucking...
doing blow out of
Jordan
stripper
Belfort,
buttholes.
and they were screaming fucking Hilfa, and they were doing things they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, thoughts and prayers, Thorbone.
Yeah.
Don't pat the sleeping.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'd be all right. We'll be rooting for you. All right.
We got anything else?
What's that?
We got anything else? What we got? What else we got?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me to announce something.
Oh, no.
You were asking if we have
I was just saying in
else.
a funny accent, yeah.
Yeah, the accent you speak in generally.
It is funny.
PGA news and notes. The PGA Tour regular season. So, after 10 months and 40-plus events, we've reached the end of the PGA Tour season. This week's Wyndham Championship is the final regular season of the final regular season event of the 2019 season.
Can I say something real quick?
You may.
It felt like the shortest PGA
Did it
Tour
not?
season
It
we've
really
had
did.
in
And it
years.
is a condensed one.
Right, because of how they changed the schedule and how they did the majors. It felt real short, and to be honest, it kind of felt nice. Now I know
I liked it too.
Now I know some of the players were given a little bit of abuse. The players weren't the biggest fans of it, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
If you have, now I know injuries happen, and injuries, are never good at any time. However, the way that majors are scheduled now, there's just not a lot of time in between a lot of them. The way it used to be, there was a little bit of a gap there, US Open to British Open, and then the PJ after.
Between the big pressure.
And you had some time maybe to recover from anything that was our first half of the season. Now there's nothing. Now it's just constant. So like for Tiger Woods, this schedule hurts him.
Certainly.
Hurts him in terms of his health. If it went back to the old way, he could play US Open, he could fucking sit around at home for a long time and then play one event prior after a nice little extended break, play the British Open, have a week off, play the PGA. That's ideal for him. But now this new schedule is a lot more difficult. But anyway.
Certainly.
Yeah.
So, Wyndham Championship, it's the final event of the PGA Tour regular season 2019. The playoffs begin next week with the Northern Trust at Liberty National Golf Club in Jersey City, New Jersey, which we meant to do a mini pod, but we're really cruising at this point. So next week we're going to come back with a full pod. This happens to be a full pod as well.
Okay.
But yeah, that's when it's the FedEx Cup playoffs, right?
Yeah, FedEx Cup.
It sounds like a fucking NASCAR event.
It really does. So Brad, are we going to make some picks for this week?
We certainly are.
Okay,
so that's the next section. These are going to be a standing, recurring theme in our episodes. It's called the Buttercuts Pure Picks. Pure butter, baby.
So how's it going to work? What are we going to do?
Every week, Peter and I, and occasionally when Can't Miss Mitch is feeling really hot, we're going to pick 2 winners for the tournament. We're going to pick a top 10. We're going to pick a top 25. And then we're going to go out on a limb and pick a high caliber player to miss the cut.
Love it.
Kind of like you did with Tiger and Rory for the Open.
Yeah.
So, because we're coming to you guys late, Q2's a bitch. We was closing deals. It is what it is.
So we're already one round in.
We're a round in, and it's too late for missed cuts, but we're going to go ahead and anyways pick 2 winners, a top 25 and a top 10. Okay. Pete, have you had a chance to think about this? Would you like me to go first?
You go first. So we each give 2 winners.
2 winners.
Okay.
1 top 10, 1 top 25.
Love it.
Is this for this weekend?
Yeah.
The weekend.
Okay. Okay. Give me your first. Give me your 2 winners. And then
I'd
I'll
also
go
like to
2 winners.
preface this with, I picked these people prior to round 1.
Well, okay.
Prior to Q2 getting our ass.
Okay.
So for winners, I've got Jordan Spieth and I've got Patrick Reed, and the reason being that this course is more about precision than length. It's more about putting and short game.
What did Reed shoot today?
I don't know.
He shot 2 on there.
Did he?
Okay, he's fine.
Is he within reach? I think 8 under is the lead.
He's inside the cut. Well, he's on the number.
Is that right?
Yeah, -2 is
what was 8 under was the lead?
Yeah, so -2 is T70th, which is right on the number. The cut will be the cut's going to be deep this week. It's an easy golf course.
Hey, like Sheryl Crow said, first cut's the deepest.
All right, so you like Spieth and Reed. Okay.
I've gotten my top 10.
Yeah.
Finishing top 10 because of recent form and because his game has really come on, especially recently.
Yeah.
I like Cameron Smith.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I like him.
Do you like Cameron Smith?
Yeah, he shot a good round. Okay. Yeah,
But-
I love that pick. I love Cameron Smith.
I like his game generally.
Great putter, great short game, great head.
Kind of fucking funny.
Yeah, funny guy. He just great temperament. Love his attitude. Yeah, love Cameron Smith.
So for my top 25, I went back to the same people I've been picking lately. I got Alex Noren, who's been really hot lately.
Okay, here's what we should do.
He had a shitty Sunday,
I'm
unfortunately.
gonna make a change already to our betting, to our little picks system.
You're gonna make a different pick than what I laid out.
I'm gonna change what we're doing. Instead of 2 winners, 1 top 10, 1 top 25.
Okay.
We're gonna go 2 winners, 1 top 5, 1 top 10.
Okay.
We're gonna get rid of the top 25.
You want to get more competitive.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, because as a gambler, you can place a nice bet on. I think this guy is going to finish top 5.
So the odds are shitty at top 25.
Yeah, odds
I'm
don't
with
matter.
you. Okay, let's do that.
So we'll do top 5, top 10. Okay. So
that's a White Claw adjustment right there.
So
presented by White Claw.
So I'm picking now. Listen, I'm picking now after seeing round 1. Right.
So you've got 2 winners, 1 top 5, 1 top 10.
Okay. My first winner is going to be Brandt Snedeker.
Okay.
Right, repeat winner from last year.
Oh,
He
59.
shot 59. He shot 6 under round 1. Right,
This same tournament last year.
Yeah, so that's an easy pick. I'm going to pick Brandt Snedeker, and then I would have picked Spieth if you had not.
I know.
But listen, this is going to be the rule. We can't pick the same players.
I did that to cuck you.
That's fine. The other person that my second winner is going to be Matthew Wolff.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Matthew Wolff shot 5 under. He's just an absolute freak of a fucking golfer.
His swing is a freak.
His swing's a freak, but God, the kid has some fucking nuts on him. Unbelievable talent. He's going to win a lot. My top five, I'm going to give you Andrew Landry. Andrew
Really?
Landry is in Austin.
The Canadian.
No. Andrew Landry's a fucking Austinite.
Are you sure?
Andrew Landry lives in fucking Austin. Yeah.
Maybe now.
I've played golf with Andrew Landry. Absolutely. Andrew Landry's a Texas boy.
Oh, you're right. He's born in Port Neches.
Yeah.
Why did I think he was Canadian?
Andrew Landry, really good golfer. A little tiny guy. The guy that was leading the US Open when Shane was playing really well at Oakmont. And then I'm going to give you a top 10. I'm going to give Tom Hoagie. So shout out to his brother, who's a good buddy of mine.
He's a big son bitch, isn't he? Tom Hoagie?
He
looks big on television.
I think he's just an average, normal sized guy.
Okay.
But Hogue, good buddy of mine. His brother manages a country music band who are really good country music band. And
do you like country music?
when the time is right, which is very rare.
Okay.
His version
You're
of
just like a
country
Garth
music
Brooks
is
fan, right? Like you're a
Dropkick
front running
Murphys.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks
How
type of
did you
guy,
know
yeah?
that?
The thunder rolls when Peter comes around.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick Hoagie or Hogue for.
I'm reading Landry's Wikipedia page. He's literally the opposite of Canada. Like he grew up in
he's
Texas and then he went to Arkansas.
Yeah, went to Arkansas and he lives in Austin.
Hey, I nailed that one.
Yeah. So gonna pick Tom Hoagie to finish in top 10. He's playing some good fucking golf, and I like him to finish. So my picks were Snedeker and Wolff to win. Andrew Landry top 5 and Hoagie to finish top 10.
The Thunder
I'm gonna
Rolls.
ask can't Mitch miss. Here's what I'm gonna do, Mitch. I'm gonna ask you just to give me 2 winners.
That's all I've got.
All you guys win.
So by the
All
way,
he knows is winning.
I really like that Sned pick, by the way.
Yeah.
I really do. By the way, 100 wins you $1,200. He's plus 1,200.
That's a hot number.
You know, I like that pick.
So did he cuck you on your pick?
So no, he didn't, because I was debating. So I'm just going to read you some of the Wyndham brands, okay, and you'll understand
This
why
is
I'm
the
bringing
hotel?
this in, okay?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So all right, Days Inn, Super 8, Travel Lodge, Howard Johnson, Ramada.
The Ramada,
La
big Ramada guy.
Quinta, that's probably their nicest
Yeah,
brand
I've
right
stayed
there.
in a bunch of La Quintas.
Great hot tub.
Here's my point, okay? You're not getting the top quality of golfers to win this championship.
It's
No,
more
you're
about
not.
how much
This
you
is my
get,
point.
not how good it is.
Okay, so you're going to get a golfer that is basic,
Yeah, very basic.
very basic, somebody who's won in the past,
Someone who
somebody
drinks
who's
White
placed-
Claws, maybe.
Probably not somebody who's peeing in the middle of an aisle on an international flight.
Because they're in prison.
Hilfa.
So I've got a long shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Give me it.
I've got Ches Reavie.
Ches Reavie.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And
the South
He
African.
fits the mold.
he does fit the mold.
He does
fits
fit the mold.
And he
He's-
played well at the US Open, came close.
He's 4 under.
He's so round.
He's having a
Mitch,
decent year.
You see, that's a guy on a heater. That's the type of pick he'd make. He'd make the Ches fucking Reavie
He's
pick.
plus 4,500.
I'm pretty sure Ches Reavie is actually going to win.
If
So-
you take Ches Reavie and then go straight to bottle service at Rio, I would not be surprised.
$100 wins you $4,500. My mortgage is paid.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
just what's a Cena? Who cares?
All right.
You know. All right. So here's
Who's your
my
second pick?
Okay.
Here's
Round
my,
mound to rebound. Ches Reavie's number 1.
Yeah, I really that's the long shot plus 4,500. You know, the other guy who actually has done okay, Sabatini. I like Sabatini.
He's a fucking
plus
maniac.
1,200.
Absolute head
Maniac.
case. But you know what?
He's like Crocodile Dundee, but he plays golf.
He could be very due for a win.
Very due.
If
I
he's,
mean,
and it would if he was to win, it would be probably his last
He's just as likely to go to the loon house as he is to win, though.
one.
so
So this is a long shot.
I like the
I like those.
I like the Slovakian.
Yeah.
You know, he was a top
South
4
Africa,
finish.
That's fine.
Sabatini.
Starts with S.
He's from South Africa.
I thought he was like Slovakian or Slovenia or something.
No, he's
like
from
that.
He probably
South
stabbed a
Africa. It's fine.
I could
Slovakian
have
once.
sworn it was Slovenia, but
Rory Sabatini is definitely South African.
I don't know. I just
Rory
looked it up on the
Sabatini
Google.
is a fucking maniac.
So plus 1,200. He was a top 4 finisher.
Last year?
17.
Ah.
No, sorry.
Oh,
you know what? No.
The British.
No, sorry. So I said he was South African. I think he's actually born in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Is what I think.
He's self-declared.
He's playing out of...
Yeah.
That's a big... He's playing out of Slovakia.
Yeah.
I think I'm wrong with... Here's what I'm going to say. I think I'm wrong with South Africa. I think he's born in Zimbabwe. And I'm going to... No, I was right. He actually was born in South Africa.
The British
But he has
Encyclopedia
played
strikes again.
The flag that he's representing on the PGA Tour is fucking Slovakia. Yeah. He born in Durban. Went to University of Arizona.
Oh.
Can you name another great
Yes.
maniac that went there?
A couple, but my younger brother. He fucking slayed the Arizona
Listen, that
scene.
wasn't what I was thinking. There's another maniac that him and I love.
Oh, Rob Gronkowski?
Recently retired Rob
My brother went to
Gronkowski.
school with him.
Did he really?
Yeah, I went and saw him one time when
Wow.
they played versus USC.
Yeah, you're right. Slovakia. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
I love that.
did you
So you're
catch
picking-
what I said there?
I did.
I called you the British Encyclopedia, but I was talking about the Britannica.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you have it. Very,
Just think
very
this
clever.
weekend, Wyndham, Howard Johnson, Ramada,
Mediocre.
Travel Lodge. I mean, you're going to get one of those players
Probably
to win.
washed sheets.
See,
Probably.
that's what a guy in a heater. That's the kind of mental insight that
It's
a
a
guy
weird
in a
ta- it's a weird take.
It's a great fucking.
It's a weird take.
Great fucking take. All right.
If Ches comes out with the fucking trophy,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna win.
I'm definitely putting money on it.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
I've got $100 on it.
I'm considering betting half my company, but I'm not going to do it at the moment. I've been drinking too many White Claws. Can't be making bets like that. Mitch, can't miss. What a great fucking guest appearance. Thank you, Mitch. That was
Thanks for
wonderful.
having me.
Thank you, Mitch.
That was like I am appreciative of such a unique pick. Like
Yeah.
you really went out on a limb there, buddy.
I mean, that's
Love
called
it.
being a degenerate.
That's absolutely.
Okay. That was our mini episode. It's 40 minutes. It's damn near full.
Yeah.
That was mini.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with a real full episode that we intend to be full, previewing the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs and the Northern Trust Open.
Yeah, we'll be back for recording Tuesday night.
Please subscribe, rate, review on Apple Podcasts. It's more important than you could possibly imagine. It's super important for our discovery in Apple Podcasts. It's what will get us to the next level. We appreciate all of you who have done so far.
Thank you so much.
Tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you. That's it, and that's all. Pete, what's your social media?
At Pete the Irish guy.
And you're headed to Boston, right?
Head to Boston
And
next
you're going to be
week.
posting some lit ass shit, right?
Yeah, my Instagram is about to be very.
You're playing in a members
very
guest?
active. Playing in the member
There's
guest
casinos involved.
at the International Country Club. It's my favorite week of the year. There's so much cash on the line, Mitch. You would love it.
Can I back you?
You absolutely can fucking back me, but I'm gonna go meet my buddy Rowan O'Connor at Yoga Golf Dad. We're gonna have a big week. We're gonna bully everybody in the golf club.
Good luck.
We're gonna fucking
An Irish power couple.
yeah. We're gonna be shouting "shut up" or "I'll bash you" a lot next week. So yeah.
Follow the podcast at the Buttercut Podcast on Instagram, on Twitter, the Buttercut Pod. That's it, and that's all. This has been a production of MWBK Creative. Thanks for listening.